Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Going to try to use his legs here. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep his drive moving.
Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20. Getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Escapes the sack. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown. Hit. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Cole. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking tackles. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. Second down after that run in the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Down he goes. A sack.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. The protection breaks down again.
I hate when cats get immediately murdered blocking, bro. Especially when you're supposed to be my best pass blocker. Like, you just got pummeled. Hate that shit.
Bringing it back. It's Cole. And the returner is brought down. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make
it don't matter, man. It's supposed to happen to everybody else, not me.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Auburn now operating in the red zone.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're working like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PITT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel looking like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is good. The PITT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got an open man downfield, but it's caught. And we're able to get him down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Strong run keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
2nd and 10 here. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half. Offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Tried to do the same thing here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he's got it. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. It's like one more play here before halftime. They'll try the option play here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. Right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Panthers will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
The Panthers come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. They're trying to run it with the option. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they go in front here in the 2nd half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able...
Oh, and it's blocked. Only scoop it up. Can they make something happen here?
Chris, we're in the 4th quarter. You're in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and you turn it over. You've given this opponent some life.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught on the outside. It's Cole. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Woo! Shout out to the game, man.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Touchdown, Panthers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught, and it's good for a first down to the 36. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. And they get the completion. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment of third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking to throw it deep. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator. Playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. And it falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. He'll take a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I want that motherfucker drug tested immediately.
And that 3rd down and long, nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the handoff again. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. One man at the backfield, but he'll get the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times. You should focus more on preserving the lead.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Fighting off the defender. Solid run, tagged for the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Snap to the back. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, if it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Auburn. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PITT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got his man wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Well, they got the matchup that they wanted here, Chris, with this quarterback having enough time. Good job by the offensive line. He puts it right on the money. Huge gain. You look at the clock and you look at the score. This is an opportunity here to work some clock and potentially get the go-ahead score late. You don't want to give that opposing quarterback too much time to work with.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Pitt getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down play for this offense. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Looks like Pitt will have the 1st down.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the 1st down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the 1st down.
2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. Quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down, 4th quarter, game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.